Hello, all of you quarantined people. We are here in third hour today, and we are discussing definition essay, what it looks like, and how to write one. Okay, so we're going to go through this today. And again, remember that I have to run this through my YouTube channel and then post it. I will post it in Classroom, but sometimes it takes a bit to get back to me. At most, it'll take 24 hours. But hopefully by the time I leave school today, 5:15 or so, I will have it posted back in Classroom for all of you to view. Quick reminder that tomorrow your definition essay topics will need to be posted in Classroom. I will put a thread for you to list it in there. And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I think I'm going to create another video of how to create properly formatted MLA formatted outlines. Go through that and post that in Classroom for all of you to see tomorrow, because I do want an outline with this essay. So just stay tuned. And of course, this isn't just for all my quarantine kids. This is for all my Brown Day kids too. I'm here with my Gold Day kids. We are busting at the seams with 3. So I know. I'm really attempting to get a larger classroom. So by definition, a definition essay is it's a writing that explains what a term means. Okay, so some terms have definite concrete meanings, such as glass, book, or tree. These objects all have specific physical properties on which most people can agree. However, abstract terms, honesty, honor, patriotism, love, these are abstract and they play on people's feelings more than their physical senses. So those are the type of words I'm obviously wanting you to write a definition essay over. So, and I don't want anybody to double up. So third hour, I want how many of our third hour kids I have. I want that many definition essay topics, okay? So we're looking at things like courage, love, depression, family, courage, loyalty, honor. Honor is a good one, and we are defining through lots of different ways. And that's what we're going to start talking about here, is how to actually do this. So first you have to tell the readers your term, obviously your topic. You're going to present clear basic information. You're going to use facts, examples, and anecdotes. Okay, we've talked about anecdotes. Remember, that's a short story. So if you're doing something, and essentially these anecdotes are going to play on the emotional side, plain and simple. Okay, they are more emotional in terms of when you're Googling them and you want to see, let's say your example is patriotism. That's what your word is. And you Google examples of patriotism or stories regarding patriotism, you're going to find something of an emotional nature in there. Okay, that is an anecdote. So you can do it word for word. Like if you want to use that as an example, put quotes around it and then cite it properly. Okay, or another thing. Speaking of citation, Mr. I believe Hattie has created a video on MLA citation format. I will also be posting that in Classroom tomorrow. Where are my post-it notes? Along with the outline. Let me make a note here, friends. Now, many of you should know how to cite pretty well already, but if you don't, you can Google it. I even have a book you can borrow. You can ask me. Okay, there's no reason to get it wrong. All you have to do is ask. Okay, if we were here in person, we'd be going over this a lot more and taking it a lot slowly. It's, more slower. Oh my, hold on, I'm making a note for myself. But it's going to be so embarrassed if she listens to this. She'll be like, okay. Choosing a definition. Okay, since such essays are personal in nature, you need to select your subject based on your own need to clarify the term. So if you feel that the word marriage should be defined in a limited manner, that term would make a good subject. So if you think you can define it. If you believe that there are many possible definitions for an idea such as discipline, this may also be a good idea, a good topic for you to choose. All right. Okay. Select a subject that you know well enough, or that you, select a term or subject that you know well enough so that you can provide specific examples. Okay. I always have somebody every year. What's platonic love? I don't mind defining it or telling you to look it up. But if you don't know what platonic love is, it is not the topic for you. You should not go in to this essay thinking, I don't really know what that means, so I'm going to learn about it, then I'm going to write about it. That's not good. You should already have a basic understanding, or at least an idea in your mind, what it means. What is depression to you? Okay. Don't select a subject that is too broad or too narrow. Obviously, the word hat is too narrow, and it's a concrete noun anyway, so I would say no to that topic. But love is too broad, right? There's romantic love, there's platonic love, I'm sure you guys could come up with 100 different kinds of love. Okay, so that is too broad also. So, oh gosh, I'm running two monitors here. It's confusing and scary. Thesis statement. We do have a thesis statement in our definition essay. It's very simple and concise. So it provides a brief, basic definition along with the word. That's it. Assertiveness is standing up for your rights. So, quick reminder here, where does the thesis statement go? At the end of your introduction. So we're talking last sentence or second to last, way down there, okay? So thesis statement for a definition essay is your topic and your brief definition, not Webster's definition, okay? So how to write an effective definition. You can define by function, in other words, what something does, how it works. You can define by structure, how it's organized or put together, or by analysis, when you're comparing it to other members of its class. So I know many of you might be saying, I have no idea what she is even talking about. So I've got a couple of things here that we're going to go, and I have at least one sample, I think maybe two. So let me read this here. The definition essay explains our particular word or idea. It is often a combination of the cause and effect, the descriptive, the narrative, the process, and the comparison and contrast essays all working together to create a complete definition of a multifaceted subject. Let's say you are taking a test, and on the test you are asked to define the word feminism. A dictionary, for example, defines the word feminism as the theory of political, economical, and social equality of the sexes. There's nothing wrong with this definition, but it does not give the reader a complete understanding of the word because it does not include the connotation. In other words, the added meaning that society gives a term. Many people, for instance, think of feminists as outspoken and assertive, yet this is not part of the dictionary definition. So to write a successful definition essay, you must share all the knowledge you have obtained on the subject. In order for the reader to have an absolute understanding of the word feminism, you may want to start with the history. From that point, you could tell about men and women who saw the need for equality, and finally, how feminism affects us today. Okay? So, again, when you are selecting a topic, remember that most words or ideas have a whole bunch of different meanings. One of the most simple ones to even look at is think of the word dark. Such a simple word, right? Yet, it can refer to what happens to the sky when the sun goes down. It can refer to, the shade of a color, the presence of evil, or a person's mysterious side. That one simple word can be used to describe that. Like if somebody said to you, man, he's got a dark side, it makes me a little uncomfortable. Every single person would know what they meant when he said, got a dark side. Every one of us. Or if somebody said, I really do like green, but I prefer the darker shade of green. There again, same word, different meanings. And you all know exactly what I mean when I say it. Okay? So after you choose your subject you want to define and you have carefully considered all of its meanings, you need to organize your thought in the order that you think your message would best be conveyed. Now, this is where the outline comes in. It's critical right here for the outline. It helps you get your ideas in line. Maybe you want to start off with your strongest point or strongest defining feature. Maybe you want to end with your strongest defining definition that you have found. Okay? But your outline is going to help you get it all lined up. I don't want you to say anything like, according to Webster's dictionary. Now, if you want to say, Webster's dictionary says depression is la 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 la, that's fine. Especially if you're then going to go on and say, however, depression actually has a far greater meaning than just those few simple words. Okay? What I'm saying to you is I want to see and hear your definition. If you want to state Webster's, restate it, and then add to it or contradict it, that's fine. But I want your own too. So here is an example. Why do you think I have highlighted that last sentence in the introduction? It is the thesis statement, yes. Before we read, I do want to say, remember, no fewer than 5 sentences per paragraph. No personal pronouns. No we, he, she, they, you, I. No. And I don't want any contractions either. Can't, shouldn't, wouldn't, won't. It's. Okay? If you want to use that word, spell it out. Did not. It's just more formal. And I want to start getting into that practice. Success. So what do you think they're defining here? Yeah. Okay. Do you know someone rich and famous? Is he confident, popular, and joyful all of the time? The epitome of mainstream success. Or, on the other hand, is he stressed, having second thoughts about his life choices and unsure about the meaning of his life? I am willing to bet that it is the second one. Mainstream marketing and media have effectively brainwashed our society into accepting a false, even potentially dangerous definition of success. Marketers want us to believe that having lots of money, living in a big house, and owning all of the latest cars, fashions, and technology is the key to happiness, and hence success. This overstated, falsely advertised myth is hardly ever the case in real life. True success requires respect, appreciation, integrity, and patience, all of which are traits that by human nature are genuinely difficult to attain, especially in the face of modern marketers who relentlessly deceive us, control our thoughts, and usurp our independence in order to increase their bottom line. That's a great introduction. Marketers want us to believe that living a selfless life involving nothing but the pursuit of money and fame will bring success and happiness. Sadly, this is not true. Money is comparable to the often mentioned new toy. Fun while it is brand new and fresh, but terribly boring and unexciting after a few hours of play. Though money can buy conveniences and comfort, one needs much more than superficial luxuries to live a successful, well-balanced life. Money does make life easier, but it does not necessarily make it better. For example, money cannot make one knowledgeable or wise. That only comes with hard work and committed study. Money cannot help one forge a long-term relationship with husband or wife. That only comes through love, commitment, and sacrifice. All the money in the world cannot teach respect or courtesy. That only comes with a good upbringing and a strong concern for feelings of others. Can money give one the gift of patience or leadership or appreciation or courage or friendship or even generosity? I don't think so. All these traits, knowledge, wisdom, love, respect, and patience, are essential aspects of a successful person's life. Money cannot assist in the attainment of these vital traits. Money merely detracts from the pursuit of success by providing distraction, temptation, and corruption. Therefore, the marketer's illegitimate claim that money is tantamount to success can be easily disproved. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Bree, you want to read?
Similarly, popularity and fame are hardly ever synonymous with success. Mind-numbing advertisements are incessantly lauded by Americans have been ingrained into memory and habit, altering a accepted definition of success into something shameworthy. Success has been sadly commercialized to represent fame and popularity. Ironically, the most well-liked and popular people often have less confidence, talent, and freedom than those who choose to follow the compass of their hearts instead of the mainstream culture. In the words of Tony Long, a journalist for Wired News, what is a hipster after all, other than a successful slave to the dictates of pop culture police? A hipster is merely a mindless comfort and sloth in a hopeless struggle to keep up with the current fads. This commercialized vision of success has already extinguished the originality in most Americans and turned us into a nation of illegible sheep. Contrary to popular myth, money does not find happiness or make a successful person.
All right, excellent. Yeah, Jenna, you want to read?
When a person allows his mind to be restrained by mainstream television, magazines, and the internet, becoming successful is an impossible task. Fortunately, there is a way to stop this disgraceful masquerade before all Americans end up deprived of their wool or worse, sent to the slaughterhouse. In order to return to the traditional definition of success, Americans must cast off the lifestyle that they have been force-fed and build a better one. Rather than using money and popularity as a method to achieve their ever so elusive success, Americans should seek simpler, more effective solutions that might not be obvious at first glance. Ralph Waldo Emerson gave priceless insight when he wrote, "To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even when life has proved easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." Emerson's quote provides a paradigm of success, a model to be admired and strived for. Emerson teaches that learning to appreciate the
Subtleties.
subtleties in life can make it that much more enjoyable and interesting. In addition, volunteering time and energy to good causes, like helping the community, and not only benefits others, but brings happiness and satisfaction. Furthermore, learning how to act respectably and
Admirably.
admirably in difficult situations can make life smoother by helping to avoid unnecessary conflicts and spark lifelong friendships. Moreover, learning patience and developing leadership skills can help one to gain a better understanding of life, make well-informed decisions, and form healthy opinions, all of which are essential to becoming a successful person. In the words of Bill Fitzpatrick, founder of the American Success Institute, a successful person is strong when toughness is required and, at the same time, patience when understanding is needed. It is this kind of sound judgment and reasoning that sets the expectationally successful people apart from the mediocre.
All right. And there was an example. Now, what we are probably truly looking for would be probably at least a 5-paragraph essay. Okay. Again, this is not your big 5 to 6 page papers. Okay. It's not. It's an essay. We write 3 essays first semester, 3 papers second semester. Essays, by definition, are shorter pieces. Okay, 2 pages, 2.5 pages, page and a half maybe. Okay, you're getting below a page and a half. You're getting a little in my, I'm not very comfortable with that. All right. So think about that. Remember, I need your topics tomorrow. This is just the scoring guide. You do not need to turn one into me. As I'm grading them, I'll have them with me. Obviously, I'm looking at grammar. And then, of course, there again, folks, everything we've done since the beginning of the year. Effective paper and paragraph formatting. Okay? I'm looking for transitions, excuse me. Effective introduction, your entire introduction. Do I think it's effective? Not infective. That's ridiculous. Don't even know what effective means. I will look very specifically for a thesis statement in every single paper you write from here on out. If I cannot locate it, we have problems. Yeah, you will receive 0 out of 5 points. Okay? Is that going to kill you? No. But, in all reality, I can't think of one other feature in research-based writing that is more important than a thesis statement. So we really have to be sure we nail that down now. This is the easy type. Remember, it's your topic and your definition of that topic. That's your thesis statement. Okay. Looking for a conclusion. Does it wrap everything up? Are we summarizing? Surely you didn't introduce anything new in that area. Clear topic definition. Do I like how you have defined it? Remember, you can define by telling me what it is not. The example used Emerson to help, Fitzpatrick to help. You can define through quotes. You can define through examples. You can define through personal qualities that you possess, someone you know possesses, or things that you have seen or have happened to you. All are ways to define. This is a very important section here, the topic support. Do you have at least 3 main ways that you are defining your term? That's what I'm looking for. At least 3. And I view a paper very much like I do a paragraph. The functions are the same, it's just bigger. I would want at least 3 supporting details in a paragraph. Well, I want at least 3 different types of support for your thesis. Okay? Really need to be sure we're supporting it from all angles here. Okay, this is worth a hefty 30 points. That's more than 30%. I will be looking for a works cited page, unless this is all personal to you. So if you find an anecdote on the internet, you're going to have to cite it. If you want to say Webster defines depression as, you have to cite Webster's dictionary. Okay, I am going to get out I'm going to post the video that Hattie has out there about MLA formatting. And if he doesn't have the one that I need ready for like works cited pages and internal citations, then I will either create one or I have some just documents that I can post for you to follow. It's worth 90 points. How I think this is going to look is I'm thinking at the earliest it's going to be due around next Thursday, Friday, 29th and 30th. But that's not very long. That means I have you guys today and then 2 days next week. We're just going to have to see how things go. I am flexible on moving that back, especially considering I have already coined next Thursday and Friday vocab 5 test days. So, Brown kids, next Thursday you will have vocab test 5. Next Friday, Gold kids, you will have vocab test 5. So, again, I'm saying that's the very preliminary due date. I think it's probably going to fall into the following week instead. As soon as we're done with that, we're going to start reading our novel. And move on. Are there any questions for me? I'm going to scroll this down here. 90 points. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up, get off of here, run it through my YouTube channel, and try and get it posted into Classroom. I'm sorry for everything, Gwyneth.